Hello, it's Anna here from Papercraft Create and welcome to my channel. Today's video is another collaboration hop with Kendra's Card Challenge 14 card sketches and one of our wonderful super sponsors, Copictopia Creative. So I will be using card sketch number 14 and I will be using a lovely range of products, stamps and papers that are from Copictopia, and they are for the April pre-order event release. And so I think pre-order is up until the 14th, in which you will get a 10% discount if you pre-order. Otherwise available, I believe, from about May. I will have a link to where you can purchase these products if you do love them, and there'll be some more information there for you. So, Card Sketch 14 actually is also one that is collaborated with one of our designers and wonderful leaders in the design team for Kendra's Card Challenges, Lynn. And she has actually got a die that cuts out the pieces for this particular card sketch, which is done by Not Too Shabby. And I'll leave some information there for you so you can have a look at that die set as well. But I've obviously just cut these out and putting this card sketch together. So as you can see, there is a couple of pieces there. So there's one pattern piece which is a square, and it does have a circle, or you could use another shape if you wanted to, but I thought I would love the circle for this one here. And then just another little strip piece down the side, which could be, you know, pattern paper, but I've decided just to use, actually I've used a cover plate die and just added some stitching detail to it, which are waves, or sort of little scallops to make them look like waves, just to go with my little, I was going to say snake, sorry, my little shark theme. This set is absolutely adorable. So it is called Shark Bait, and the papers are matching to this stamp set as well. So I am going to create a shaker card. Not, you don't necessarily have to, but this does lend itself to making a shaker card. And I'm just, as you can see now, I'm just putting on some foam tape directly sort of around the circle segment, so that it'll close the shaker bits inside that, and then I'll be putting some on the outside as well around the edging, just so that it lifts the whole thing up and you've got like a nice even surface on the card. Now I tend to like to do this to put it around the shape. There's no need, if you wanted it to run across the whole way, but this way it just sort of keeps the shaker pieces a little bit more contained. Also, whenever I'm making one of these shaker cards, I always like to use some of this static powder. What it does, it just helps to take away any of that stickiness when you have your shaker bits in there. Now, with the sentiment, what I've done, just to get a little bit more out of my stamps, I do this quite often, is I will actually stamp my image, then I will do a laser black and white copy of it, and then I use it for foiling. So I get a little bit more out of my stamps. So I'm doing that with this particular one. So I'm just going to run that through. So I'll run it through a couple of times. So just with also some foiling tips, what I have found, some people do use like a baking paper, um, and other people do use plastic sheets like a transfer sheet. But I found that I tend to like to use just some copy paper. I find that particularly with the baking paper, it tends to wrinkle a lot easier, and then you get those wrinkles across. But with the copy paper, it seems to be quite good in that it won't wrinkle. So yes, I've run that through twice, and now is the exciting bit to reveal the gorgeous foil. So that's come up really nicely, and I'm just going to use a punch here to punch that out, and I'll add that onto my um, card in just a moment. So now I'll put these shaker bits in. Now, I've in fact made my own shaker bits out of some polymer clay. I did see it on a video somewhere and I thought, oh, I'd like to give it a go, so I will use those here. Basically, it's just a matter of rolling out your polymer clay, making all sorts of shapes, and then just baking them in the oven. If you have any interest in seeing me make some of these, I'd be happy to do a tutorial on it. Just leave a comment down below. As I mentioned earlier, this is a collaboration hop, so we do have a few designers putting together some videos highlighting some of this amazing Copictopia product. So what I would love is for all of you to get around, watch videos. There is a playlist below which conveniently has all the videos together. And also, once you've watched the hop, you can actually go into the draw to win a digital giveaway from the lovely Kendra herself. So in order to partake in that, there will be a Google form to fill out, and make sure that you watch all of this and enter by the 19th of April. So getting back to the card, I am just now, I've sort of scattered in a few of my different shaker bits and just obviously pulling off the backing off my adhesive tape, and I will be mounting that. Also, if you haven't had a chance to partake in Kendra's card challenges before, they are amazing fun. I urge you all to do so. If you're having a little lull in your creative journey, there's a good way to get things up and running again. And, a bit of fun doing some creating, and also going to the draws to win wonderful prizes each month and at the end of the quarter. So the challenge does run from the 1st of April to the 30th of June. So at any time you can join along, enter up to 3 times, I believe, and have some fun. So I have used Copic markers, which I will list the colours I've used down below, um, to colour in these gorgeous little images. And Copictopia is all about, colouring in with Copics and alcohol markers. There are some amazing resources on the website, so I urge you to have a look and you'll pick up some amazing tips. I love colouring in with Copic markers, and once you get your head around the colour blending and all of that, it really is quite fun. So I'm just putting all of these onto the top of the card just to create a bit of dimension and create sort of that like sea little book. I just love the way this turned out and really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you'll get around and watch all the videos, and I hope that you will also get to do the Kendra's Card Challenge 14 as well. I look forward to seeing everyone's cards in the Facebook group. All details are below, so do check it out. Thank you. Bye.